I have a confession to make. I'm a disabled person. I suffer from the most common disability on earth. Vision disability. More than 1.5 billion people are currently waiting for eyeglasses. They're waiting to be enhanced. They're waiting for this low-tech technology so far to be provided to them in order to lead a normal life. I am very lucky to own this brain enhancement device. How come don't we care about very basic conditions that affect more than a quarter of the people living on this planet? One of the reasons is the lack of data. Isn't it interesting nowadays when we hear about recording data of virtually everything, that we are facing one key issue? How do we make sense of this data? Because as we're talking about the future of human enhancement, the one thing that we're missing currently is a better understanding of what makes us human. How can we enhance people if we don't understand them? And as a neuroscientist, or as a scientist, I'm very biased. What I hope makes me different than a lot of other people who are biased, meaning 100% of the people living on this planet, is that I use rigorous methods in order to try to understand and investigate problems, issues, and more importantly, to find solutions. And we're at an inflection point where when it comes to understanding the human brain, we are just moving from a few years back needing to be in medical and scientific facilities using these big brain scans that literally weigh tons and cost millions in order to understand how our brain functions as we're stuck in a machine, totally isolated from the real world. And on our way to brain implants, we're able nowadays to have portable devices that the fourth industrial revolution, this convergence of advances in technology, data, understanding, is allowing us to do. Our company, Emotive, is currently the world leader in portable neurotechnologies and neuroinformatics, and those two go hand in hand together. We manufacture small portable brain devices, brain scanning devices, that are freeing brains from medical and scientific facilities. We can record the brain activity of anyone, everywhere. When people are driving their cars, when students are in the classroom, when pilots are in their planes, when workers are at work, in front of their computers, to understand when they're distracted, when they are not feeling so well. Because look around. Look at the person next to you, right or left. 1 out of 3 person on this planet will at some point suffer from a mental disorder. Depression is one of the most common. More than 350 million people are currently suffering from depression on the planet. By 2030, the toll, human and financial, of mental health will be higher than the cumulated costs of cancer, respiratory diseases, and diabetes. Yet, globally, less than 3% of health budget are allocated to brain health. And this is one important thing, to talk about brain health, not just mental health. Brain health includes prevention. Similarly, that we've been told that we need to run in the morning, to exercise. We need to exercise our brains, to take care of them in many ways. And we need to learn from brain sciences. So far, a lot of research that has been done on our behavior and personalities was conducted thanks to the only method to date that was able to scale: questionnaires, surveys, focus groups, basically self-reports. Not so rigorous, very biased, but this is all we had. Currently, more than 80,000 people on the planet own one of the devices my company is manufacturing, distributing, and we provide these people with machine and deep learning algorithms that are able to detect in real time cognitive states and some emotional states. And this technology can be applied not only to better understand fatigue, depression, and mental condition, but also, as it's been democratized, we're talking here about a pricing that is below the price of a gaming console, to provide access to brain health, to the masses, to the underserved, because most people on the planet, as they don't have access to electricity, to healthcare, don't have access to brain health. So we're on a mission here. In order to enhance humans, we first need to better understand them. We need to better understand their brains, but as such, a brain on its own, it's almost useless. If I put a brain on a table, nothing's going to happen. Decisions will not be made. The brain is not, on its own, is not going to fall in love, to be depressed, to be happy. We need to understand the interactions between the brain and the environments, physical, social, economical, digital. And this entire ecosystem that we're studying will also need to be enhanced. So, next time you're looking at the person next to you, don't think about this statistic I shared with you that 1 out of 3 persons is going to suffer from mental health. Think about, I really need to take care of my brain health. Next.